Hello and welcome to this glance at Galacide, developed and published by Puny Human. It is a sort of combination between a shoot 'em up and a match 4, and I'm here with Victus.
Hello, I have a lot of fun playing this game.
So, what do you like most about the game?
I like the old side-scrolling shoot 'em ups, as you know, and I also like match 4 games.
Well, this is the game for you then.
A match made in heaven.
Yep. So, could you give us a rundown on the core game mechanics?
Well, it's pretty easy. We played on normal mode, I think, right?
Yes, we did.
Yeah. So basically you have 3 different colors of blocks, which you have to match up with 4 or more. So to get the blocks, you have to destroy or, well, kill enemy ships. And they have a chance to drop a random, either an upgrade sometimes, like bombs or whatever, we'll cover that later, or one of the 3 colors. So what you want to do with the basic ship is just spray around, kill some mobs, some ships, and collect some, orbs basically.
Yeah, it's called scrapping game, I think.
Oh, okay.
And
that might be true. Anyways, you basically hold down your shoot button till you see a block you want, and you pick it up. And with the same button you shoot with, you also shoot the scrap you pick up. So you want to be a tiny bit careful.
That's true.
And then you just move on to the level. After a little while you can move at a lot higher pace. And you basically move to the next part of the level.
Alright. So what did you think of the amount of available levels right now?
We played through, I think, 4 levels. Which is pretty good.
Yeah.
It's only in early access currently. Also, they have what was it? Endless mode, I think.
Yes, endless play, and you have a kind of puzzle mode.
Oh yeah.
That mainly focuses around the match 4 mechanics of the game.
On the puzzle modes.
Yep.
It's quite good, to be honest. You have 4 different modes with 3 difficulty levels. So pretty good.
Normal, hard, and expert.
Yep, pretty good.
We didn't touch on hard and expert yet, so that's maybe something we will try out later.
Yeah, we'll do that at a later stage in the beta or alpha.
And well, we already talked about a number of stages. What do you think about the boss encounters in this game?
I think we have had 2 boss encounters.
Yes.
One of them is basically what you would expect from a shoot 'em up boss encounter. He shoots a lot of things at you. He has a certain pattern, pretty easy to dodge. Just gotta learn it.
Yeah, he spawns sort of mines in front of him. When those explode, you have a pattern that you need to dodge. Yeah,
he also does a sort of beam that you can sneak behind him. I don't know if that's actually planned. Kinda nullifies the old stage, but that's fine.
Well, the gap itself is quite big, so I think it's planned.
Yeah, maybe. But if you time it correctly, you can actually dodge it, so it doesn't really matter.
Nevertheless, it's part of the stage.
Yep, so that boss is quite fun. The other boss we saw is where you died.
Yes.
With the second ship, which is basically 3 different ships next to each other. Which just, well, basically cover the entire screen in bullets.
So are the bosses in a separate stage, or?
No, sorry, I did not mention that. The bosses are in the exact same stage you do. You're in a stage, you do the match 4 bits. Then you go into the boosted bit, where you go a lot faster.
Yeah.
Then you have to kill the boss in that stage. And after you kill the boss, you go into another separate match 4 stage, before you end the level.
Yep. So there's a sort of boss intermezzo?
Yeah, if you want to call that, sure.
Yes.
So if you reach the boss with and he survived with 10 HP, you're not done yet.
Well, you have about 3 lives, I think.
Yeah,
it's shown in the upper left corner, and the lower left corner is your HP. So you can die 3 times, and you start with a counter of 2 lives, I think. But 0 is alive as well.
You also have pickups for health. We covered the bombs and stuff, but you also have health.
Yeah, those spawn if you match a really big amount of the same color.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it.
So
I've also seen them random sometimes, but...
Yeah, well, it's not really clear, to be honest, but if I'm correct, the orange scraps drop a sort of rapid shot.
Yes.
The purple...
Well, I don't think it's color-based, to be honest.
Well, I think it is, actually.
Okay. That's fine. I don't know yet.
The purple one drops a sort of power-up with bleed as a weapon upgrade.
Yeah.
And there's also the blue one, and those drop a heal.
Okay. Yeah, the heal is, I think, the best, to be honest.
Yeah.
And I really need the beam. You have all your bullets pierce anyway. Well, not pierce the enemies, of course, but they go through the match 4 blocks.
Well, it sort of depends on the ship you're playing with as well.
That's true too.
So the ship we're showing off right now is the just a basic ship you start with.
Yeah.
It has a sort of scatter shot, and your special ability is a tractor beam, which you can use to pull scrap towards you.
Oh yeah, we forgot to talk about that. This first ship has the tractor beam, like Arvik said, which is basically pulls every single orb in front of you towards you. Even if it's a bit under you, it goes up towards you.
Yeah.
What you have to watch out with that is they all stack up, of course. So when you pick up the wrong plop or scrap, you want to drop it as fast as possible. Also, you miss the correct ones.
One thing I also noticed that enemies tend to move towards you if you use the tractor beam as well.
Oh, I did not notice that. It's quite good. It's good to know.
Yeah, it can get you in quite a pickle.
Yep. Speaking of the tractor beam, we used the second ship as well, and instead of the tractor beam, he has the storage capability.
Yeah, it's called a freighter. You can store one of the scraps that you picked up with your special ability.
Yep. Oh yeah, also, of course, sorry.
Yeah.
You can actually level up during this game. Well, in a stage. When you level up, you get, basically a better version of your skill. With the freighter, at the start you can store 1 scrap. When you level up to 2, you can store 2 scrap, sorry.
Yes.
And on level 3 you can store 3 scrap.
That's correct.
It's quite good.
Yeah, especially with the freighter, it has a really big impact on the gameplay itself. So there's, apart from the freighter and the basic ship, there's another ship type that has a sort of pulse laser. We haven't really tried that out yet, but it's shown on the trailer of the game itself.
Yeah, we have no clue to how to unlock the ships.
No, I think it's related to how many stages you complete, but we didn't play all of them yet, so maybe that's still to come.
Yeah, I think so as well. Maybe point-based, but I think you're correct. A small little detail we forgot to talk about, which we will show in the video, is instead of just shooting the blocks forwards, you can actually go next to a block of the wrong color, shoot the block, and then it will change to the different color to clear everything behind it.
It's explained in the tutorial. If you just hug the block you want to shoot, you can change the color by just hugging it.
Yeah, I really like that.
Yeah.
It's so much better.
It's
one of my favorite features.
It adds some extra value to the tactics.
Yeah, it's really good.
So onto the music. You said you really like the music, so...
Yeah, music is a big part of shoot 'em ups. It has to go in a good rhythm to keep up with the dodging. It has to pump you up. Well, I feel like the music does it perfectly, to be honest. We should add a tiny little bit of music right here.
Alright, I'll turn up the volume a bit here. So let's round up, shall we?
Okay.
So on towards the pros to this game. The mix between a match 4 and shoot 'em up works really well.
Oh yeah, way better than expected.
There's a really good variety of power-ups. So you have the heal, the weapon upgrade, the rapid fire, and the bombs.
Yeah, there's also on top of that a lot of different enemies, I would say. You have, like you can see now, the basic ships and stuff. But as you come in later into the game, you also have cannons you need to destroy, and laser beams you have to dodge or shoot the blocks under out of. There's quite a lot to it.
And would you say this game is easy to get into? Because I think it is.
Yeah, it really is. You got quite far while playing the tanky ship.
Yeah, it's not really my type of game. But
no, it's not whatsoever.
That's why I like the tanky ship as well.
Yeah, you did pretty good. Kinda expected you to die way sooner.
Finally, we have some downsides as well.
Yeah, even though we say it's easy to get into, like the match 4 kind of stuff, it can be a tiny bit overwhelming with all the scrap flying at you. So you have to pay quite a bit of attention or you get stuck.
Yeah, you can close yourself in quite easily if you don't use the drop mechanic.
Yeah.
You can drop the scrap you're currently holding as well.
Yep. Else you're just gonna die over and over.
That happened to me a few times before the recording.
Yep.
And I also would say that it's not really clear to when the ships are unlocked. So you start with the basic ship, but you have to unlock the freighter and the pulse laser ship.
Yeah, so we just assumed it was based on levels, but we have no clue.
Yeah, so I guess that's an early access thing. So
yeah, probably.
It'll probably change in later editions of the game.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure actually.
Also, the button for shooting also is used for shooting the scrap, so the blocks onto the right place.
Yeah, you had quite a bit of problem with that.
Yeah, I didn't really like that. I would prefer a different button to shoot the block itself.
Yeah, I had no problems with that, but I can see where you're coming from.
And lastly, my Logitech dual action, which I use for games that I want to play with a controller, was not, well, recognized by the game. I tried some Xbox 360 emulation to get the controller working, but it didn't work out yet.
Also tried editing the INI file, I think.
Yep.
So that sadly didn't work, which is why we played the game solo player.
Yep.
Single player.
Otherwise we could have shown off the local co-op.
Yep. So that might get fixed. We might play a level together.
Yep.
We'll see.
We'll just await what patches will get introduced to the game.
Yeah. And again, that's early access. We can't expect everything to work perfectly.
So what's your final verdict on this game?
It's really fun. I would say pick it up if you like either match 4 or shoot 'em up games.
Mm-hmm.
It fits both roles very nicely.
I fully agree.
Wow, that's good.
Yep. And maybe even when the co-op is working as well, which is currently local only, but they're looking to possibly provide a internet co-op later on as well.
Yeah.
So
that would be great.
So if that gets introduced, I think this is a really good title to recommend. Co-op would be a really lot of fun.
Yeah, even local play for party games and stuff. It's just fun.
Alright, so that concludes our glance at Galacide. We hope to see you next time.
See you later.